All right, so let me go ahead and just tell you the little story about the wrench or whatever. So, as you know, he just did this little video trying to call me a hoe, like, whatever. And honest to goodness, it's a part of me trying not to laugh at this dude, because when I say he a whole clown, I mean, he a whole clown in the worst way. So, if y'all hear me trying to sneak in a giggle, I do apologize for that. So, I'm going to go ahead and tell you like this, wrench. You trying to... I don't even know where to start with you because you just that silly. So let me back it up from the beginning. How everything first started was, okay, yeah, you're talking about when we used to, play on my name and say, oh, is your name Monica? Oh, is your name Modesto? Just all kind of like silly stuff, right? Okay, so that was fine. Never had a problem with it. Love to see the dude in the chat. It was nothing. I was like, oh, that's the wrench. I mean, anybody who see me in the chats, they know I was always like that towards the wrench. So it got to the point where he just started having little spells where he started to be nasty. Then he was like, oh, that's somebody else. That's not me. Okay, if that's somebody else, how come you hadn't strike that channel for impersonating you? Because you know you can do that. You've been here long enough to know that. Because you're lying. That's why. You're lying. So, anywho's, he come up in decop chat. He all snappy or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. We didn't pay it no mind. I mean, we're like, whatever. It's the wrench or whatever. So, we expected him to say something silly. All of a sudden, he just starts seeing on me. Made some little joke or whatever. So, I made a joke back. So he's like, oh, you don't want to, what did he say? You didn't want to start with me, or you don't want to go there with me? It's something like that. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm with it. Who you scaring? Keyboard thug? What you gonna do? Pop me with your keyboard? That ain't gonna never happen. So I started talking that trash back. So the worse he got, the gooder I got. Cause that's what a roast is all about. And he said some horrible things too. And just like I said some stuff about his mama, he said some stuff about my mama. It's all up there. And see, that's one thing I don't understand is how can a person sit up and deny something that's in black and freaking white? It's up there. It's up there. All of that stuff that you ever said is up there. Then you call yourself getting mad because me and some other people had watched you bounce around from chat to chat. You'll know that these two people don't get along. You'll know boy A don't get along with boy B. You'll go to boy A while he live and talk all this trash like boy B said something, and then boy A will ignore you. Then you'll go over to boy B and start trying to lie and say they said some stuff that they didn't say, and then they ignore it, and then you feel some kind of way. So yeah, I was sick of you talk about being messy. You want to call somebody messy? That's messy. Anytime that you go up to somebody and you tell somebody something and you say something to somebody with the intentions of getting a fight started, that's messy. So if you're saying that, then I'm gonna bring it on back to the jokes. Let me bring it on back because I wanted to jump ahead, but let me bring it on back. So anyway, when it came down to these jokes, I roasted you for days. It was for hours, days, weeks, till finally you got in your feelings. And everybody in that chat saw that the more you kept roasting, the more you got in your feelings. See, you forgot that you in a chat full of women who have intuition. You forgot about that. They can see through that. I saw it. But I said, okay, I don't care. When I saw you was mad, I kept going. I sure did. Because had you not said anything, you and I would still be in chats laughing and playing. But you couldn't take it. So whenever I would log off and go to work, or not go to work, child, not go to work, but I would just leave and I would say, okay, I'm going to just go for a walk, and my husband jogging, I'm going to go walking, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So I'm out there, got my little phone on me and everything. I'm doing my little walk. Okay, fine. Then boom, I get a text message. Wrench up in here dragging you. I click on this link and here go the Wrench calling me all kind of hoes. So when I jumped in the chat, he spooked. He ain't got nothing to say no more. He be right back. What you being right back for? Where you going? Where you going? So it continued. It continued. And this is the thing with me. Now, I can joke with the best of them if the mood is right. That's just me. But at the end of the day, you got time to sit up and make videos about people and pick on people, but then when somebody get in your butt, you don't like it. When somebody you talking about holding up a mirror, cause yeah, that person you was chit-chatting with sent me some screenshots, and all I can tell you is you sure can lie. You can sure tell them with the best of them. Because at the end of the day, you trying to make it seem like I just targeted your mom. You must forgot you were the one that busted the first your mama joke, or you forgot about that. So you forgetting all the stuff you say. You forgetting everything that you say. You ain't said nothing, and Mo just attacked you out of the blue. And then you lied on your community tab talking about, I just started talking all this trash about you before you started calling me a hoe. That's a lie. That's a lie. It was like when you started losing ground, you accused me of looking up jokes on doggone Google. I would have just been quiet than to look up something on Google. What type of lame gotta Google a joke? See, that go to show that's where you get your stuff from. You really low-key told on yourself. Now, moving forward, your feelings got hurt. You felt some kind of way because every night somebody would put up some trophy emojis or number one emojis, and you just could not take that. Now, at the end of the day, you're not going to win at everything. You didn't win. But you got worse and worse. And we would be in the chats having a conversation about something else, had nothing to do with you, not even talking about you. And here you come. Here you come with the roasting. So now I roasted you off guard like you roasted me off guard a night or two. You don't like it? Oh, well, that's not my problem. You mad. You sad. You crying. You hurt. Your ego is so bruised. Your ego is so bruised. Your feelings so hurt. But you forgot about all the stuff you set up and said about me and that you said to me and what you said about people in my family. You forgot about that. You so innocent, right? You don't never do nothing wrong. Everybody see every move you make and see how messy you are. Because there's so many people sit around and talk about how they don't like you. But speaking of messy, let me go ahead and bring this up because I've been itching to get to it. So, when it comes down to D-Cop's chat, first and foremost, what person in their right mind is going to make a video trashing somebody? Okay, let me back it up a little bit. D-Cop made a video and she went off. So you in return laughed at it, picked at it, did a video low-key calling that woman the Terminator. And was laughing at her. Then you turn around and you made another video distorting her voice and all that other stuff. But before that, you did a community tab talking about you made her. Rich, you ain't made nobody. Stop it. Are you serious? Because the people around you made you. You didn't just come up on your own. Let's keep that 100. So you thinking that you doing all this stuff and you gonna come back in this woman chat and just smile and, oh, you love me, D-Cop. Oh, you love me. You need to stop that. You need to stop it. No, she don't love you. Who would? Who would after doing all that stuff? I don't care about you, so it don't matter. But I'm just saying. After I got the screenshots of that little conversation you had with somebody, bro, you need to cut all them lies out. You doing too much. But anyway, you trying to talk about I interfered? Okay, let me explain this to you since you act like you don't get stuff, and I already talk country and I got a little drawl to me, so I hope you catch it. Rich, nobody wanted you in that chat. D-Cop set up and told you plain as doggone day she don't want you in the chat. It don't matter if you're Jason or not, because you said some stuff that she did not like. That's why she did the video, clown. Lord have mercy, dude. You just really don't get it. So, actually, with the moderators in the chat, we was told when you pop up to block you. So, when you came up, you got blocked. But see, you big man, you taking all that heat and hate out on me because everywhere certain places you been going, you be getting the boot. Don't nobody want you around. Don't nobody want to talk to you. That's your fault. That's your fault. You can't pin that on me. And then all you can say is, look at what Mo said. Look at what Mo said. Look at what Mo said. Mo is vile. Okay, well, look at the stuff you've been saying before I even went there with you. You don't want to talk about that. And once again, I promise you I'm trying not to laugh. I promise you I'm trying not to laugh at this clown stuff. It's not my fault your feelings hurt. You know, if you really can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Don't sit up there and throw stuff out there if you know you can't receive it. Don't dish it if you can't take it. And there's another person you was talking about, and you used her as an insult. But I notice whenever I threaten to bring her up, you get real quiet. Why is that? You scared? You supposed to be a thug. Ain't that what you told everybody? You thug, rich, or whatever? I ain't never seen the most keyboardist thug, boy, bye. I ain't never seen no thug sit up and make videos. Boy, gone. Anyway. But if you gonna talk about me, tell the truth. I do know one thing, just like everybody else told you that their videos better come down, mine better come down too. You got 24. Because you do not have permission to use my images. And speaking of mamas, there was a certain person in the chat that was new to the chat, and you didn't even know her like that. And out of the blue, you up and start picking at that woman. And you had the nerve to call her mama a crackhead. But what you fail to realize is you didn't know that woman's backstory. You didn't know that woman had some stuff going on in her life for real. And then she ended up transitioning over, which I don't have the full details about that, but I do know that she's with the Lord. And you didn't know that woman from a can of paint, but you sitting up there mad because I said something about your mama, but you said something about my mama. And you said something about this lady mama. Oh yeah, it don't feel good when it hit home. It don't feel good when it hit home. You don't like that. You don't like when you talk about somebody and they throw it back in your face. You ought to stop mailing people. You sat there and dang near wanted to cry because Nicole said that you was ugly. Really? How you mad at that and that woman never seen your face? And speaking of face, it don't matter if you Jason or not. Your attitude is straight trash. You got old trashy attitude. For real, for real. You got a trashy attitude. So it don't matter if you Jason or not. Because you act alike. Don't matter. Whether you're him or whether you're not. I don't give a care. You still ain't no good person. You still got a nasty attitude. You still full of crap. You still messy. You want to have nerve to call me messy because I blocked you out of the chat and you were supposed to be blocked out of the chat? Baby, that don't make nobody messy, dumb. You have never not once seen me go carry stuff with the intentions of getting mess started. Now, if you refer to when I talked about you in Tracy chat, it don't matter. I didn't lie. Just like this video, I didn't lie. I told the truth. You messy. Yes, you are. Everybody seen you be messy. Went over into somebody else's live. They was talking about you too. And I sure co-signed the heck out of it. Because if it wasn't true, I sure would have said something. I would have been like, no, that ain't true. No, you got that wrong. Not with you though. They told the truth about you. But then you big mad. You big mad because you got hurt by somebody you least expected to get hurt by. But you got to watch who you mess with. You got to keep in mind every time you turn on YouTube and upload videos and picking and messing, you don't know them people, clown. But I will tell you, keep on lying. Do what you do. Lie. Keep lying. Keep lying like you hadn't started nothing. That you so innocent. Guess it ain't no fun when it's your turn.